Just taking another break. Since about mid-March, I've thought about packing away my ice fishing gear at least once, maybe twice. But the cold weather and continuous snow kept changing my mind. Finally, May came around and things have started to warm up a bit. But since so many of my favorite fishing spots are still frozen over, I decided to try ice fishing just one last time while I wait for the end of ice-off and runoff in other areas around the state. This year it's easy to find lakes and reservoirs with ice on them in May, but finding fishable ice in May was a different story. I ended up traveling to an elevation of about 8,500 feet before finding a body of water that was sort of fishable from the ice. I wouldn't be surprised if the day I fished this lake was the last day anyone might have tried to walk out on that ice. All right, I'm up here on a high mountain lake, reservoir really. It's still iced over, but the edges look pretty soft, so I'm hoping that it's at least hard enough for me to get over the edges, get some fishing done. Before I grab all my gear, I'm just going to take the auger down there and make sure that it's actually possible to get out on the ice with all the slush. That's really pretty, but a little sketchy looking. I'm guessing the slush is really deep. I brought waterproof waders to hopefully combat that. It's definitely really steep and there's lots of places to fall through soft snow. Dang, I slid my board down good, it stopped. I was like, it's gonna go out on the ice. So most of the snow is really hard, but every once in a while it fall through. And it's really deep here. It's gonna take a while to get down there. Oh, I'm glad I didn't bring all my stuff. All right, I ended up coming down a different way because I was falling through the snow too much over there. Oh man, I'm gonna need that plank. Unfortunately, I pushed it down the hill over there. That feels harder over there. You definitely want waterproof stuff, that's for sure. Now I'm guessing that the middle is a lot thicker because the edges always soften up quicker. The water levels are rising in the spring. So as long as I can get out to that white ice, then I'm hoping it will be like several feet thick, but we'll see. Again, we're being really careful. I got my waders on and I actually have a life jacket on too. That's probably really nerdy, but just in case. Crazy thing about the dam is it drops off pretty fast, so you don't want to go too far out. And I'm assuming that as the day goes on, it's going to melt more. So I got to make sure that I'm checking the spot that I come in and off. I'm going to try right there with the plank. We'll see how it goes. I'm just going to try to scoot along until we get down there. Definitely don't want to let go of the sled or start sliding too fast. So I'll just go straight into that slush. Man. I don't know if it gets thick enough for me to get out there. That feels pretty hard. Yeah, that's a hard spot right there. Okay, give it a shot. It's getting thicker. It's helpful to carry a board like this when you're not sure of the ice thickness, because if you do fall through, You're gonna make a hole, and instead of your head going under, you can catch the edges of the hole with this board, and it will help you from going all the way under, and probably give you something to hang on to as well. Man, we are talking deep, thick ice. I think we're through. Look at that. Oh, I don't have an extension, which I have decided now I need to get, but I brought a few tools that I knew I could get through the ice with. But looks like I was naive. I barely made it. Okay, so the fish finder says we're only at 32 feet. I want to be at between 40 and 60. But since we went through all the trouble to drill this hole, I'm going to try here for a little bit. And I'll move if there's nothing happening here. All right, now I'm in 100 feet of water, fishing at 60 feet. And feels like it's going to be slow, but we're going to be patient and see if we can get some fish to come check out our dodgers. Check out, oh, that was a bite right there. Oh man, I can't believe I lost him. Such pretty colors. Had a few bites, but it's slowed down in the last few minutes. I'm watching this spot up here and it looks like it's getting darker blue as the day goes on. I'm sure it's going to be melting. It's going to get almost to 60 degrees up here. I'm not wearing a coat or anything, just super warm. Just got another one. I was just letting this line down. I don't know what it is. Actually, shoot, might have lost it. Oh, it's little. Ah, shoot, lost it at the hole. It was another salmon. Oh man, that stinks. I'm just using this tiny little ice jig from Do Life Outdoors, tipped with some of these gulp maggots. Well, the kokanee fishing slowed down a little bit, so I'm gonna come a little shallower, see if there's any trout. Took me a long time to move though, because of how much effort it takes to drill a new hole. I've used 2 different augers. That's kind of crazy. That is just such a shiny, beautiful fish right there. So cool. Oh, there's another one. Here comes another one. Nice fish. Just like that, you catch a salmon, here comes the birds. Here's a lineup of the things that worked. We got the maggots, Do Life Outdoors ice jig, the pink one. Fire corn got some bites on it. And then tying all of the jigs and lures about 18 inches under a bright, flashy dodger. This one has some pink and blue. It's such a beautiful place to be fishing. And the weather's so nice. This is probably the last day of the year that I would dare fish this reservoir though, because it's supposed to stay like 55 to 60 degrees all day long. So I can't imagine that the edges are gonna hold up much longer. I'm guessing there's gonna be a lot of big slush pockets and stuff. I'm not looking forward to the trip back up the hill. Thanks for watching this video. If you enjoyed this content, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel. If you'd like to help us make more videos like this one, follow us on Patreon, Facebook, and Instagram, where you can get more details on fishing in Utah. You can find links to our social media pages in the description below this video. Strap everything in and hope I can get up that hill. Don't step off the plank. Oh, it's just the slush layer, but man, that really scares the heck out of you when that happens. Wear gloves, but it's too hot. Just taking another break. Oh, a little bit over halfway. Taking it like 4 steps at a time. Made it. I'm never gonna do that again.